Greetings, vloggers, bloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty. Second half of this week's vlog is a note that this week's background is of Lookout Point. It's in the Lower Highlands of Pennsylvania. I will include information to a description of what Lookout Point is, and it's in the middle of state game lands, so it's a wonderful place to look and see Bend on the Allegheny River, one of the best rivers in western Pennsylvania. So today we're going to follow up with our Christmas series. So sometimes, I don't know what I'm going to specifically call this one, but it's sometimes what is called doing the unpleasant and or doing, or unfamiliar environments or having just environments that, again, I don't have a title for it, but I've been experiencing bouts with it the past week. So if I fly a little off guard, or not off guard, but just a little, not prepared, please forgive me. I'm just trying to compose my thoughts this week on how to address it. But so Christmas is coming up. We're in a second year of a pandemic, which is okay, I guess. People are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to live the life that they're going to live. And honestly, I at once I thought, I was going to stay isolated and be the sore thumb for Christmas. But then I realized, it's important to have family. And, I know that not all autistic individuals can have family. And I need to be fortunate and very thankful that I do have family. Um, Sometimes when you have to go with family and be with family at Christmas, it can trigger some sensory issues. Especially if you're not in a environment that is yours, that you consider safe or know totally. Granted, I have an awesome support family, a family of support uh, for myself. I have an awesome sister whose house we're going to on Christmas. Although it's a different house, I feel that she will be very supportive of me and understanding of my need and my need to take care of myself and, you know, take care of have a sensory break when I need one to work on myself. And I feel that she's very supportive of the autism community, and I thank her for that. You know, again, I know understand that not everybody is as advanced, or I shouldn't even use that word because it's not ableist, but not as has the skill set that I am blessed with to manage the holidays as well as I have. Um, it will be a change because last year we did not have Christmas together for the first time in 35 years because of the pandemic. The cases were high. I had sick family members. We decided all to shelter in place. I had some meals delivered, some meals I just ate and cooked. It was hard. And, I think, realizing, when people ask to be together as a family, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, that's not the problem. What it's about is family and about being together. And yeah, I'm a little, I'm not skeptical as I once was when I first was told this, that we would be as a family. But you just have to be mindful of that and realize that sometimes you need a sensory break. If you're going to have too much overload. Christmas is a lot of overload. It's a lot of unwanted things. It's a schedule that is unknown. Sometimes it changes directly. Sometimes things happen that we are not expecting or not prepared for. There's all kind of smells, all kind of sights and sounds that are unfamiliar, that are very loud, that are very boisterous, that can trigger us as autistics. They can be very triggering. They can be very irritating sometimes. But that's when you have to put in your defense mechanisms and know how to defend them properly. I'm glad to say that it's taken me a lot of time to accept the fact that it's okay to wear headphones in places where it's safe to do so. Um, I had a hard time accepting that for a long time. And, I do it just because I don't do it to be to give a look of a distraction or to be ignored, rather as to be okay and be who I am, and not be so frazzled because of the irritating sounds, or the not so much the irritating sounds, but as the noise sensitivity is a big thing with me, to not to be aware of that. You know, people are going to have different things, and I realize, it's, you have to be, you have, sometimes there's things in life, and it includes being a family, that may be struggling. Now, I get it that sometimes autistic people sometimes have struggles with being with family, or being in an environment that is not conducive to them. I get it. I've been very blessed to be in an environment many years of my life, well into my late 20s, where the environment was very welcoming and very well where I was very well in my place, and I felt really comfortable, and I had very loving grandparents who I miss very much now. It's been 5 years since they're both gone. My grandfather passed away at Christmas 5 years ago. So I definitely know what that's like, to miss somebody. And things have changed over the years. I think now it's a big thing for me to not know what I'm doing, as opposed to know what I'm doing at Christmas. And while doing something that seems scary, or is a big change for me, can be scary, I have to realize that I have to be blessed to have the family that I have. And I say that not only as an autistic person, because I know how much I value my family, specifically my parents and my sister too, and her family. But I just say that as a person in general, who, in a world where it's really scary, and we have to be thankful for the family we have left, because one day it could be just, it may not happen, and we see that a lot now with with things, the way things are in this world. Um, we see people no longer with us. In a heart of an instant, a town lost its mayor and fire, a person who was their mayor and fire chief today, and that's definitely a big hit in that town. A big, he just had a heart attack this morning, and that just shows how lucky we think we have life. In an instant, it's gone. So, I thought about that, and I thought, given the barriers the barriers and the issues that I have with going to my sister's house for Christmas, I think for a few hours I can manage, and she's very accommodating, very understanding. We've grown up together. She's 8 years older than I am, and I know she's probably watching this, or maybe watching this. I don't know, but I think you have to be conducive. And I think if she's accepting, she's worked with me before on Christmas to make sure that her home is safe for me. And sometimes you have to build that bond. Um, it's not easy, and it's probably not going to be easy to do Christmas that way. But I know I have to do it for the sake of my family, because I don't want to have a split reaction, and not feel that because I was a jerk, or because I had to stand my ground on something, that it was that I made a wrong decision. I think sometimes we have to be thankful, and we have to educate family members as much as they'll allow us to, on what to expect when we bring our autistic family members to the table. And even if they're an adult, they should have the same right to sit at the adult table if they want, and if they choose to. They should not be belittled and made into children, because they do not because they do not meet the standard, that the host standard of fitting in as an adult and carrying on conversations like an adult. They should be treated if they're appropriate to their age and appropriate to the same abilities of everybody else. I was very blessed, to have the family that I have all my life, and that accepted me just like anybody else. And we did things. We had some fun Christmases growing up. I've had some Christmases hosted at my parents' house. I've had some Christmases hosted at other family members' house. I've been very blessed to have Christmas. Um, it's just so, to say that I know it's something simple, but you have to make it work for you. I understand, that COVID has taught us that some people are okay with us not coming over at Christmas because of our choices regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, and that's okay too. But if they want to invite us, and families getting older, we should try to take advantage of it and work with them to see what accommodations work for what accommodations you'll need, and explain to them how things are. Sometimes you have to bring a dish. I would suggest if you have to bring something, I would bring something that the autistic person or autistic people, something you like to eat and like to share. Um, I know, like, next week I have to take something to work. I know that they're gonna like the certain kind of coffee from the convenience store, so I'm gonna go get it this weekend, as like just something to bring to as a covered dish. So just things are different this year, but things are the same too. And so whatever people choose, that's your choice to make. But for me, I feel personally that um, I'm going to do what's right and be with my family for Christmas, because we're never promised a day after today. We're not. There's a song by Nickelback that goes, "If today was your last day," um, and it goes on, but it's just makes you think for a minute. And I'm seeing too many people in this world, in my community, my physical community or geographical community, leave us because of this virus. And it's sad, and it makes me blessed for the family I still have, because we're not guaranteed the next day. And I'm sorry if I'm too preachy on the soapbox about it, but Christmas really makes me think about it. Um, Christmas really, makes me want to think and be thankful for what I have, because I know if I was looking at a year or more ago, even 2 years ago, what I'd be in. I'm truly thankful to be regrounded and rebalanced back where I am, and to say that I'm going to get through Christmas and we're going to make it, and we're going to do what we have to do to get through it. That's a big step for me. And I know I'm rambling, and I apologize for that. But I think sometimes we have to do what is what we know we can tolerate, what we know we can withstand, what we know we can get through, and just grin and bear it sometimes. And it wasn't easy for me to hear what I had to hear last week about, we were doing something that I didn't like and that I didn't think at the time should be done. But when I reflected on it, and I thought, well, it's not going to be that bad, because it's family, it's very close family, a very close knit family that respects me, and and really, I'm very fortunate to have again, I'm very fortunate, and I understand not everybody has that, but for me, it's what works. So I just wanted to give that little bit of reflection. I'm not going to ramble on too much longer, because I've been going almost 10 or 20 minutes. So I don't know how long I've been going, but I want to thank you again for listening. Be sure to like this video, dislike this video if you want. Be sure to tap the notification bell if you want to hear more notifications. Subscribe to the channel, like and follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Dustin's Dynasty. On the web at dustinsdynastyusa.com. I also have a link tree at Dustin's Dynasty. Be sure to follow me on Pinterest and TikTok at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. This will be streamed into this vlog will be streamed into a podcast. It'll be available on Spotify and many other platforms. All right, I thank you, and you have a good week now. Take care now.